It's that time of year and time of season. Vision boards are going up, resolution lists are being made, goals are being set for the new year. What I typically like to do, identify habits that work for me, that don't work for me, and then I take my pick of what I would like to pursue. What are some things that I currently do that are working for me that I'd like to take forward? And then there's some things that, I might need to leave those things behind. Here's the list I wanted to share with you, my top 5 best practices. This is my wish list for me. Remain flexible, I'll still pivot, but these are the basic things that I want to use and apply as I go forward. Number one is early rise. Guys, early rise is everything. I used to be that individual that wanted to sleep till like 8 o'clock. No, there's beauty in getting up early. You get so many things done. You get ahead of the schedule. You wake up before the world wakes up. You wake up before your household wakes up, and that allows you to get settled, get in your right headspace. Plan for today. If you dare to plan for today. Okay, pause. Here comes a hair toss. Toss. These braids, I'm taking them and going forward too. But I tend to get my hardest task done. Which would be my workout routine. I tend to eat a great breakfast to start my day. I tend to get ahead of schedule if I'm at work. I'm there before individuals get in. So if you want to get that report done, if you want to get those tasks done that you don't want to be interrupted, early rise is really good. And I've been an early riser. I would say I've been practicing this for I've been good with this, guys, it's been more than that, but okay, I'll put a number on it, maybe 5 to 7 years now. I've been getting up early. I have been working out. I have been completing tasks around the house that I also find that decision making is much better. I mean, I can make decisions throughout the entire day. Listen, I want to make major, important decisions that have a major impact early in the day. Because if you come to me nighttime and I could be exhausted, and I could be exhausted in making those decisions. So I try to make major ones earlier in the day, and that puts me on a better, more confident path. Rise, my friends, rise early before everybody gets up and starts pulling at you and start wanting you to do this or answer this question. It sets you up for success throughout the day. Now, you could be the total opposite, and you could prefer to do the shift and do it at nighttime. If you're a night owl, have at it. Whatever works for you. Just find that space and time where you're like, I'm at my optimal here, and I'm going to do my major task, major decision making, planning during that time frame. Verse number two. So number two. What is number 2? So number 2, guys. Number 2 might be on your list too. I hear a lot about it. Now I'm going to be about it, as they say. Clutter. Okay, I have a lot of things that I have acquired over the years, but I don't use. Have you ever gone into your closet and go, why do I still have these jeans? Or why do I have this shirt? Why do I have this coat? These are all things that I needed at one point, but now I need to ask myself, do I really need this? Do I really wear this? Do I need these knickknacks over here to accumulate? And I want to declutter. And so what I have been doing, I've already put that in practice, similar to rising early. I take things, I look at things and say, great, I no longer need this. I could either give it away, donate it to charity, or I could sell it to try to, make a profit back or some money back from what I spent. Those clothes that you have in your closet that may have the tag still on it. You could either resell that to try to recoup some of your dollars there, or you can just say, I'm donating it to Goodwill, Purple Heart, whatever charity with. So decluttering is actually on my list to continue to do, and I'll show you. Let me take you. I have bags, and I've been doing this across some weekends. I have a couple of bags, and they're at the door, are ready to go and be packed in the car and taken to a local charity. Space isn't getting any bigger. It's just the items are taking up more space. So declutter. Number 3. And guys, listen, I've got my little notebook here. I'm pretty serious about this. Before we go to number 3, hair toss. Toss, toss, toss. How many of you went out to see Wicked? If you haven't seen the movie, it's a great movie. I can't sing, so I can't do that. The Gravity song. Chance, go see it. Friday rule. Okay. Number 3, Friday rule. So similar to rising early, this has to do with timing as well too. Friday rule. Okay. So let's talk about work. So when you're at work and you have those individuals that could even be outside of work as well too, but it's like a stressful, uncomfortable, awkward, and you have to take a moment to woosah before you interact with this individual or these individuals, and you have to have a difficult conversation or stressful exchange or interaction. I try to avoid those on Fridays. Position them in the right space and order in my week. Because Fridays, I tend to want to be on cruise control and prepping for my downtime on Saturday and Sunday. And the reason I don't want to have those exchanges, because I don't want that in my headspace on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday, I want to be with my family, my friends. Or just downtime. So I don't want to think about that exchange, prepare for the exchange, go through that whole dramatics of, I should have said this, or maybe I shouldn't have said that. No, not Saturdays. I try to incorporate the Friday rule. And where that came from or stemmed from was I had a boss that is slightly different though. So listen to this. I had a boss that said to me in a meeting, that was, I guess, comfortable enough to say to me that, I tend to save my difficult conversations or conversations with individuals that stress me or I don't particularly care for to the end of the day. So I could have taken that one or two ways, but whatever, I don't care, because it was a meeting. I was like, well, wait, this meeting is at the end of the day and it's with me. So what are you trying to say? Anyway, I wasn't too worried about it because, hey, listen, what's not to love about me? So hold on, hair toss. Toss, toss, toss. Indicated that the strategy is to meet with those individuals at the end of the day. So when you leave, have your drive home where you could kind of wind down. Now, I took that into consideration and I said, well, particularly if it's a Friday, how about we not do that on a Friday? And how about we take care of all of that where we can control. I know there's going to be situations where it's unavoidable and you have to just do what you have to do that day. So I'm not saying that, I'm going to stop midway and go, it's a Friday. The world is falling. I'll be back on Monday to handle. No, it doesn't work that way. But for those instances in in cases where you can control your schedule and things work out, the stars align, I guess. That's a practice that I would incorporate, except I made it more so for Fridays because any time of day, Monday through Thursday, I'm game. The other one, now this one, guys, task number 4, the fabulous 4. This is the best of them all. So my friends tend to tell me when I invite them places, when I plan things or gatherings, or just ask them to, hey, let's do dinner, hey, let's go to the movies, they feel as though that I always have to make it an event. Well, I could take this one or two ways. Everything has to be an event. Or here in my mind, I hear, let's continue with the events. So as you can see by this channel, if you know me, you know I took the second option of, oh, so you want more events is what you're saying. Well, make everything an event. Celebrate the small wins, celebrate the big wins, celebrate. And when you get together, make it a moment. Document it. It's an event. It's a celebration. And yes, this is a PSA announcement to my friends. If I ask you to go to the movies, it's not just a movie. We're dressing up like the characters. We're rolling out the red carpet. It's an event. Carry with me going forward. And number five is we talk around this time of year, which we should talk about all the time, but around this year, it's very prevalent. We talk a lot about gratitude. It's a good problem. Oh, you missed your flight? Well, depending on if you can get another flight. Have any of you ever missed a flight? I've missed a flight, yes. And it worked out. I got on another flight. And when I arrived, we were going on vacation, group of friends of mine. They all got there. They all continued to celebrate without me for a day. I got there next day, hit the beach. It was the best, the greatest vacation ever. It started out. So it's not how you start, guys. It's how you finish, not where you start. It's where you finish. All those things came into mind. So be grateful. So yeah, you missed your flight, but guess what? We weren't supposed to be on that flight, and I have enough money to go on vacation. I'm pretty grateful. So that's just an example. I know it's very stressful if you miss a flight, but being grateful, the people in your life, the things that you have, your health, all of those things. Just be grateful. And I want to make sure that made my top 5. So there are other practices that I plan to continue and to hopefully move into the next year with. But those were the top ones that stood out. So to you guys, I am wishing you good health, peace, love, joy, prosperity, and a happy new year.